Hi, this is David Taylor from the Effective Writing Center, and I wanted to take just a few minutes to go over this excellent model template that Professor Turner has prepared for you to help guide you through the writing of your short paper. Let's begin first by taking a look at the title page. As you can see, your instructor has already filled in quite a few things for you, including the running head. The running head is short paper, and then the page numbering will happen automatically. In addition, the instructor has also provided the title of the paper, Report and Presentation, followed by a second title, Growth, Innovation, Sustainability, and Succession. All you need to do on this title page is right here, fill in your student name, and right below here, fill in the date. Professor Turner has already completed the title page for you. Let's go to the next page. It is the first body page of the paper. As you can see, the running head is repeating automatically. You need to do nothing there. Then, all you need to do is to copy and paste the full title from the title page, and it goes at the top of your paper on top of this first paragraph. This first paragraph is your introduction paragraph, so be sure to have your thesis statement as part of the introduction paragraph. As of now, the introduction simply provides some of the same instructions that you find in the assignment analysis. You're writing a 2 to 3 page report, and that does not include the front matter and back matter like the title page, references page, or the template. So it's 2 to 3 pages of the body of text. Now, the final paper, it must be an APA format. Here, Professor Turner is talking about the citations, and we're going to discuss those in just a moment. Before we do, let's talk about another element that Dr. Turner wanted you to include, and that is subheadings. This professor wants you to use APA Level 1 subheadings to separate the major sections of your paper. Here you're seeing an example called Company Owned, Pros and Cons. So in the section that follows the subtitle, I would be discussing the pros and cons of the company-owned model. These Level 1 subheadings have 3 characteristics. They are centered in your paper, they are bold-faced, and be sure to capitalize them as you would any title. That means capitalizing all of the major words. Now let's talk about InText citations. As you see, I'm using a Level 1 subheading here in order to introduce this topic. First, let's talk about some basic rules about citation in general. The first rule is any sentence that uses information from a source should have an in-text citation as part of that sentence. Now what that means is if you cite the same source in 3 sentences in a single paragraph, you must have 3 in-text citations to that one source. Of course, you can cite as many sources as you want in a paragraph, but any sentence that contains source material must have an in-text citation. The second rule, or the second characteristic, is that in-text citations consist of the author or author's last names, year of publication, and in APA, the only time you use a page or paragraph number is if you are taking information from a specific page of that article. Now, UMUC provides an outstanding list of citation formats on this library page right here. So all you need to do is to go to that page and you will see all the citation examples and formats that you need. They are divided into reference citations, those are the ones that go at the end of your paper, and in-text citations. So if you have an academic journal you wish to cite, you click on Academic Journals, and there you will be given the proper form of a reference citation. Keep in mind that all in-text citations are the same as we just covered a moment ago. Author last name, year of publication is what is contained for any in-text citation. You put in a page or paragraph number if you're taking something from that specific page. Now there are some other aspects, such as what do you do when you have more than one author? and here the guidelines show you exactly how to handle more than one author, 3 to 5 authors, 6 or 7 authors, 8 or more, group author. It tells you how to handle everything, including volume and issue numbers, page numbers. Everything that you need is right there. Okay, so let's go back to our explanation here. The next thing I want to do is to give you a sample paragraph and sample use of an in-text citation. So let's pretend that in your report you're going to discuss social entrepreneurship. And let's pretend that this paragraph right here is a part of your paper. Let's read it. A recent comparison of commercial and social entrepreneurship enterprises suggests that the social model is growing quicker than commercial entrepreneurship and producing comparable results. In-text citation, Stevenson and We Skill Learn, 2006, close parentheses, period. Therefore, because of the presence of that in-text citation, you have signaled automatically that the information in this sentence came from this source. Also notice that this information was summarized in your own wording. It was not quoted. As a matter of fact, your professor prohibits the use of quotations in this paper. The in-text citation always consists of parentheses, author or author's last name, comma, year of publication. There was no need for a page or paragraph number since we were referring to the overall outcome or conclusions of the entire article. Then you would conclude or continue the paragraph with your own sentence, your own wording. Therefore, one advantage of a joint venture would be to allow Three Guys Garage to leverage the new model of social entrepreneurship. So here you see a mix of using a sentence with an in-text citation, a source, and then blending it with your own thoughts, your own language. To summarize for in-text citations, remember that if you're referring to the entire article, no page or paragraph number is needed. Also remember to put the information in your own wording. Do not quote from these sources for this paper. Also remember that the in-text citation contains only the author's last names, no first names or initials in APA in-text citations. If there is more than one author, consult the UMUC library. Basically, all you do is list them and join the last author with an ampersand. Also remember that the period for the sentence goes after the citation. And, of course, the in-text citation is simply an abbreviation that refers to the full reference citation on the last page of your paper. Let's go ahead and look what comes after your body. After the body of your paper, you're going to put in an APA Level 1 subheading. That means it is centered, it is bold-faced, and all words of it are capitalized. The template. And then you will simply copy and paste in the template that you are doing, which contains the list of pros and cons for the 3 different options, company-owned, joint venture, etc., that you are exploring. Now, the very last page of the paper is your references page. This means that you type the word references at the top of the page in the center. You do not boldface it. And then you put all of your sources in alphabetical order. Again, to find the correct formatting for those sources, please go to the UMUC Library's list of source citation examples, and you will find exactly how to do any source that you find for use in this short paper. Okay, that concludes our review. I wish you the very best of luck on your paper, and of course, our writing fellow advisor will be with you every step of the way.